Mr. Chancellor, this convocation is convened and authorized by the Senate. The candidates stand before you. Everything is in order. The Assembly awaits your pleasure, sir.
Thank you. The convocation for Nipissing University is now in session. Please welcome Sam DePatie, accompanied by Gab Lavoie, for the singing of our national anthem. Thank you. I'm pleased to introduce Mr. Dave Smits, incoming chair of the Nipissing University Board of Governance, who will provide the invocation. Please remain standing if you are able.
Thank you, Paul. On this auspicious day, which many of us gathered here marks both an end and a beginning, on behalf of the Nipissing community as a whole, we want to acknowledge and recognize the efforts, love, and commitment of all of those who've made possible journeys thus far taken. For education is a community endeavor. We sincerely hope that in the spirit of building strong and just communities, our graduates will continue their journeys guided by wisdom and an ongoing passion for learning. In the challenges they must inevitably face and the delights we wish for them, may they be generous and kind, open-hearted and wise, passionate and just. May they be the guide for others, and may their actions be a model worthy of emulation. Thank you. Please be seated.
Good afternoon, honored platform guests, members of the Board of Governors, members of the Senate, faculty, staff, graduates, students, and the many family, friends, and special guests who are here with us today or watching online as well. Bonjour tout le monde, bonjour, Anin. We are grateful that Nipissing University is located in the traditional territory of the Nipissing First Nation within the Robinson-Huron Treaty of 1850. We also acknowledge the nearby Anishinaabe communities of Doki's First Nation and Temagami First Nation. My name is Kevin Walmsley, and it is my honor to serve as President and Vice Chancellor of Nipissing University. And it is also my pleasure to welcome you to the 2023 Convocation ceremonies. I'm pleased to welcome our Chancellor, Dr. Paul Cook, our incoming Board Chair, Dave Smits, my esteemed colleagues, the stage party, and of course our professors, staff, current students who are here, and you, the graduands, and your family and friends. Today, we welcome a very special individual back to North Bay, where he spent almost 70 years of his life working in this community and for this community. He is a television and radio personality, doing play-by-play for decades, doing the news. He's been a reporter, a columnist, started working in North Bay with CFCH in 1958. He has volunteered thousands of hours to this community, whether through serving on the executive committees of provincial sports organizations or as a founding member of the North Bay Sports Hall of Fame. We are so pleased to welcome Peter Henley to the ranks of Honorary Doctorate at Nipissing University. Graduates, it is my distinct pleasure to serve as your President and Vice Chancellor. It's also my pleasure to attend many important university events to celebrate the successes of Nipissing students and the successes of our faculty and staff members as well. But it's events like today which really mark the importance of what we do as a university. And that is to celebrate your accomplishment of earning a degree from Nipissing. As an academic and a scholar, I must declare that this is our most important day on the calendar. We're here today to celebrate the granting of your degrees, the Bachelor of Education, Primary, Junior, and Junior Intermediate. All of your energies and efforts of these past years culminate in you crossing the stage to announce your achievement and to signal a change in your lives. Some of you will be heading directly out to the teaching profession. Some of you will be continuing your education. Today's ceremony signifies that this special place has been a part of your lives and has changed who you are as a person, but just as importantly, through your participation and contributions to all aspects of campus life, whether it's in the classroom, in residence, in student government and clubs, or on our fields or our ice, in community placements and service, you have been part of changing the fabric of this university. An institution that is always the sum of its changing constituent parts, always in motion, always striving to be a better place. Together, we are a community of scholars, new scholars, experienced scholars. Today, you leave our halls with an academic degree, not just a piece of paper, closing a chapter on a job well done, but rather a designation that comes with responsibility. It is a privilege to attend university, to complete a degree or degrees, and you carry with you not just knowledge, not just facts and formulas and certifications. You've engaged in the process of learning, a process where the classroom is everywhere, whether it's academic, social, sometimes political, and you've been engaged with the process of relationship building with your mentors and the wonderful and supportive staff members who help make this possible. And of course, your fellow students who are now your friends. These are the moments which help to define your experience at Nipissing University. Attending so many events across campus over the course of my 2 years at Nipissing, I've seen your work. I've seen your commitment, your talent, your energy as Nipissing students, and because of that, I am very, very hopeful for the future because I see that it's in good hands, your hands, to take on the challenges that confront us in this world and to see the great potential before you. I know that you've learned many things about yourself at this university. It's small, it's socially intense, and high up on this beautiful escarpment, it's different. When you leave us today to start the next chapter of your lives, I want you to think about making a commitment to the community where you will settle, because it was a dedicated community that helps to support you to this point, and think about a commitment of service to others, like our honorary doctorate today. What better way to honor your experiences here at Nipissing? When you arrived at Nipissing, you were open to ideas and open to possibilities. You came here to breathe in what others had to say, to read, to analyze, to think, but also to contribute. That's the mark of a university, to serve as an intellectual oasis which builds not just a foundation of knowledge, but just as importantly, builds the process of learning. So, I ask you, when you head out with your degrees today, do not forsake this process of learning. Do not close the door to ideas and possibilities just because you have your degree in hand. I challenge you. Use your Nipissing degree, the knowledge and experience you've gained, to take the more difficult path and to build bridges with people that you may disagree with. Build bridges between people to solve the problems in our world. We live in a society with ever-widening chasms on the issues of the day, so please build bridges to help us find our way. And be grateful for all that you have today and every day. And take a moment to say thank you to those who helped you along the way, your parents, your siblings, grandparents, your friends, your professors, our staff, graduates. Please give a wave and a round of applause to those who helped you along the way. And now for a little bit of housekeeping. Parents and friends, if you wish to take a photo of your graduate crossing the stage, please check the program to note when your graduate is expected on the stage. The graduates will approach in groups of 8 to 10. You may approach the stage in the center when your graduate is approaching, and then exit to your left. And there will be some staff there to help direct you. Chancellor Paul Cook and I would be pleased to take a photo with you on stage. And please use the exit ramp and do not exit off the front of the stage. Information about a photography service can be found in the QR code on the back of the seat in front of you, as well as some other very good information. This is the fourth and final convocation ceremony of 2023. Today's event includes graduates from the School of Education. I have one more thing to take care of. I want you for a moment to take a look at this beautiful setting, which is usually a fantastic basketball, volleyball court, and an amazing classroom. But now it is a convocation palace with red carpet, with beautiful lighting, with video, with signage, microphones, flowers, chairs, 1,200 chairs. It's been cleaned and cleaned and cleaned again. You have programs that have been built. You have parchment that you will carry. You have hoods that you picked up. You have golf carts that delivered you. There's food for you after. There's so many things that go to putting in this convocation ceremony. So I want to embarrass a whole bunch of people. I invite all of our volunteers who played a role in making these 3 days magnificent. Please come to the stage, volunteers, to be recognized. Thank you very much for all that you do. As you can see, everyone in the audience, we have a wonderful team at Nipissing University that cares for each and every one of our students and their parents and families as well, year-round, not just today. Thank you all. Yeah. And this is why we don't have the students come up in groups of 60. In closing, on the day of honoring your great achievement, a university degree, a Nipissing degree, I congratulate you and wish you all the best. And now I invite the Chancellor, Dr. Paul Cook, to the podium.
Thank you. It is my pleasure to call upon Dr. Carol Richardson to provide the citation for the honorary degree to Mr. Peter Handley. I invite Peter to stand beside the podium while the citation is being read.
Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. This afternoon, I have the pleasure of introducing Peter Handley. Peter was born in London, Ontario in 1933 and lived in Kenora and Toronto before his family moved to Kingston in 1942. He later graduated from Queen's University with a Bachelor of Arts in 1955. 2 days after graduating from Queen's, his professional career began at CKWS Radio Television. Handley transferred to North Bay and radio station CFCH in early 1958, where he worked in local radio, television, and print media until 1995 as a sports director, hockey play-by-play announcer, newscaster, radio host, interviewer, chief announcer, reporter, and columnist. He also spent 15 years freelancing with CBC Sports North and 17 years teaching interviewing and broadcasting at Canadore College. He spent decades fulfilling various executive roles on local, regional, and provincial sports associations, including 38 years with the Ontario Amateur Softball Association, 26 years with the Northland Softball Association, 42 years with the Gateway Major Fastball Association, and 38 years with the Northern Football Conference, NORFU. In 1977, he helped found and write the original constitution for the North Bay Sports Hall of Fame, where he served as its founding secretary and later as secretary-treasurer from 1980 through 2022. He was a play-by-play announcer for almost 1,000 Northern Ontario Hockey Association, Junior A, POHA, and Ontario Hockey League games, including 13 years for the North Bay Centennials. He kept shots on goal at Memorial Gardens for North Bay's premier hockey teams for over 50 years, and score kept over 2,000 softball games at the local, regional, and provincial level. For 30 years, he chaired the North Bay Sports Awards Committee, which chooses the recipients of many of North Bay's key individual sport awards. As a broadcaster, he hosted a folk music program for 32 years and volunteered with local cable television for 3 decades, where he produced and hosted over 900 interviews for Life Is on McLean Hunter and then Kojako Your TV. Entering municipal politics in 1994, he was elected to North Bay City Council in 3 consecutive elections, serving for a total of 9 years before retiring in 2003. During his tenure, he served as Chair of Community Services, Chair of Public Works, and as Vice Chair of General Government. While on council, he served as the Mayor's representative on the Nipissing University Board of Governors for 5 years. He is a member of the North Bay Sports Hall of Fame, the NFC Hall of Fame, and the Musicians and Entertainers Hall of Recognition. He is the recipient of numerous local, regional, provincial, and national awards, including the Queen's Jubilee Medal, the SILAPS Award for Softball, the Provincial Electronic Media Award, the NEORSC Sportsperson Award, the Ontario Amateur Softball Association Fever, the Palangio Sportsperson, and the Davidi Club Award of Merit. I'm exhausted. Wow. He married his wife Pam in 1962, and although given numerous opportunities to ply his trades elsewhere, he opted to stay in North Bay, where their children, Mari and Peter John, were raised. Both earned degrees from Canadore College, and Pamela earned a Bachelor of Arts from Nipissing University as a mature student in 1980. He is currently working on a unique North Bay history based on the transcripts of over 60 interviews he recorded over a period of a half-century. Handley is still recognized by the catchphrase, "A good sport is good for sport." Mr. Chancellor, I wish to certify that the Academic Senate and Board of Governors of Nipissing University have duly approved the candidate presented before you to receive an honorary doctorate of education, honoris causa, from this institution. I hereby accordingly request that you confer the degree.
This is always special. This is extremely special for me today as a young athlete growing up in North Bay. I can recall having Peter Handley say your name on the radio was such a big deal. And I've known Peter for many, many years and had the opportunity to work with him and be interviewed by him, and he is just a part of the fabric of North Bay. So, by virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon Peter Handley the degree of Doctor of Education, honoris causa.
Wow. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, members of the Board of Governors, members of the Academic Senate, graduates, faculty, staff, students, and the Nipissing community at large. Over 20 years ago, I attended the official opening and dedication of this gymnasium and athletic center named for history professor Robert Surtees. You may wonder why a gym would be named for a history professor. Well, Bob really loved basketball. In fact, I got to know him back when he and Jerry Sproat were North Bay's hotshot high school basketball stars. And he continued to play and coach the game while at Nipissing. And I'm so happy to speak directly to Margaret. I'm glad you're here, Margaret. He was one of the group of 7 profs who were on the original Nipissing staff, starting off with 49 students in the condemned original Castle Home building. Among his scholarly achievements was a book on Canada's treatment of her Indigenous people and a history of the early days of the TNNO and ONR. But of all the kudos he received during his all-too-short lifetime, he literally bounced with joy when he was awarded the George Martin Award for his services to local basketball. I was fortunate to know 5 of those 7 originals and interviewed 4 of them. Stan Lawler was another of that original group. He went on to serve the city as mayor. He was a PR master, and he loved it when he could put on his railroad conductor's uniform. I also got to know the energetic Dave Marshall, who was NIPU president and vice chancellor for 13 years from 1990, and presided when Nipissing became a fully fledged university in 1992. For 5 years, during my time on North Bay City Council, I served as the mayor's representative on the Nipissing board. Now, I was out of my depth in this area, but he made me welcome, urged me to never be afraid to speak up. Dave played a major role in establishing this institution, Nipissing University, in the city's consciousness, and he served as facilitator for a number of city seminars. The final Nipissing name I'm going to toss out here is that of Herb Brown. If it wasn't for Herb and a number of others, well, we wouldn't be here today. This would just be another parking lot on the Canadore campus. The push for a university started decades before it came to a head in 1958 with the founding of the Northeastern University Committee. Herb fought the good fight for the next 27 years. He was chair of the Board of Governors for 9 years, from 1976 to 85. He was soft-spoken and diffident, but a literal tiger when he had to be. The long and the short of all this is, I would urge you to be proud that you are a graduate of Nipissing University. Now, granted, the charter wasn't granted in 1880, but your history is nonetheless filled with giants and precedent setters, and don't you forget it. This is the third convocation I've attended. The last one was in 1980 when my wife Pam received a well-earned BA Arts degree as a mature student. Now, that degree allowed her to become the curator of the North Bay and District Museum. And she held that position for 14 years and literally brought that institution to the forefront with all the activities she organized during that 14 years. My first convocation was my own when I staggered to an arts degree at Queen's in 1955. I think longtime Queen's Registrar Jean Royce almost retired when she realized I was getting a degree. You see, I went to university because my parents wanted me to, but I had my own agenda. I wanted to work in radio. I had that dream from when I was a kid. I had 3 years helping start and working on a weekly high school radio show over CKWS, the Thompson station in Kingston. So I agreed to go to university, but if I didn't catch on with the Queen's radio station, CFRC, which, by the way, is one of the oldest stations in Canada, then I would drop out and try my hand in the real world. Well, I spent 3 years weekly performing and managing the Arts Night programming on CFRC, and 2 days after I graduated, I started my professional career with CKWS Radio TV. Now, I fully believe that my exposure to a university education helped me in that career. It definitely broadened my base in many ways. When I began to do feature interviews, it allowed me to be comfortable and relate to such diverse folks as Gordie Howe, George Chiavallo, Joni Mitchell, Liberace, Kreskin, Justin Trudeau, Pierre Burton, Johnny Cash, Gordon Sinclair, Peter Zosky, without missing a beat. I should point out that my career path never changed. It just altered. Sports, news, DJ, interviews, foreground programming for FM, the Ash Grove, play-by-play, freelance with CBC North, teaching interviewing techniques at Canadore, volunteering for cable, columns, editing and writing books, North Bay Council, boards, heritage work, heritage site plaques, heritage podcasts. And to wax sillily lyrical for a moment, I view each of these items as a natural pearl on a string, each the same, but each different. I admit I would never have done all those things if I hadn't inherited a strong work ethic from my father. Work ethic and a reasonable amount of talent can get you anywhere you want to go. Great talent and no work ethic can result in a flash in the pan and then great blank, unless you develop a work ethic. I guess I'm saying to you incipient teachers, other than the obvious, show up every day to work, not every other day, and be there for your students. When I was teaching interviewing techniques, I developed a system. I called it PLC. And I used to say to my students, if you follow it, you just can't do a bad interview. When I was thinking about today and the fact that I would be speaking to a group of fledgling teachers, it occurred to me that it could apply to teaching, both in the actual act and in the reflective part of it. I'll leave you to decipher that part. But the P stands for prepare. Well, that's pretty obvious. L stands for listen, a much neglected talent these days. And C stands for curious. Teachers should be, and so should the students. When I first went to school in 1938, the teachers had a hunk of chalk, a blackboard, and imagination as teaching tools. I guess it worked. I've been accused of being antediluvian in my thinking and a Luddite to boot, and I won't argue with either premise. I do believe in the basics, the 3 R's, for the younger grades in particular. For those a little older, why not tell them about Canada? A friend's daughter is in grade 6, so she's a bright, active young lady. When she had to take a trip for a gymnastic event recently, she didn't realize Edmonton was in Canada. I also firmly believe that young people should be taught about their own community, its past and its present. Here in North Bay, we'll celebrate 100 years as a city in 2025, and that's nothing, of course, compared to communities in Southern Ontario. But every little town has stories from the past that should be told to the children of every little town. No more preaching. I recently read an amazing quote from an amazing gentleman, Bishop J.B. Lightfoot. He was a famous academic, then became an Anglican bishop. Sometime in the 1880s, he said, "I will not be discouraged by failure. I will not be elated by success." Now that in many ways expresses my own attitude to things. However, that went by the board when I found out about today. I was certainly elated. So my thanks to Nipissing University for this honor. My congratulations to the Schulich School graduates. And in some respects, I envy you. Your youth, your vim and vigor, your chance to search for windmills, the chance to make things better. In other respects, I fear for you because of society's rapidly changing parameters, social media that anonymously condemns without reason or fact, the splitting of our values and the us or them mentality, where one of the big questions of the day is, what is the truth? All I can suggest is walk your path, say your piece, do your job, and watch your back. I'll leave you with words from a rather chintzy but sincere 1950 Meredith Willson song. May the good Lord bless and keep you until we meet again.
Thank you, Dr. Hanley, and welcome to our Nipissing family. An honor song is an Indigenous way to celebrate and show respect to a particular person or a group of people. Today, Jerry McComb will perform an honor song to commend the honorary degree recipient as well as the graduates of Nipissing University. During this performance, please stand if you are able and refrain from taking any photos or videos. Jerry? Thank you, Jerry. Please be seated. We will now confer the degrees. As the names are read, the reader will also recognize any graduates who are receiving awards. The candidates will then walk up the ramp to be met by the Dean, Dr. Jan Jarvis, to be hooded, then officially be admitted by me as your Chancellor, and receive congratulations from the President. We encourage faculty to stand and congratulate the graduates as they cross the stage. We also encourage the audience to celebrate and applaud.
Good afternoon. My name is Callie Mady, and I'm the Interim Dean of the Faculty of Education and Professional Studies. Graduates, as you exit the ramp, Dr. Jeff Scott will greet you and provide you with a pin to commemorate your transition from teacher candidate to teacher. Mr. Chancellor, the following are the candidates for the Bachelor of Education, Primary Junior. Sofia Abrantes. Melissa Adair. Nadine Adair. Robin Allen. Fiona Ambrose. Chloe Lee Anderson. Jyoti Bakshi. Sarah Baldassara. Carly Barron. Emerson Eve Bardwell. Melissa Baroud. Bridget Barton. Sierra Beatty. Sierra is the recipient of a J.W. Tressler Award for the Primary Junior Division, as well as the Attie Jones Memorial Award. Jessica Beebe. Catherine Elizabeth Blumsom. Christopher Bolger. Christina Bogdan. Rebecca Bordiashu. Liberty Boyce. Jenna Victoria Brooks. Brianna Brown. Kaylee Diane Brown. Samantha Elizabeth Ann Budd. Regan Bush. Claudia Calajor Purna. Kristen Couture Campbell. Michael Campbell. Emma Carr. Anthony Nino Casano. Victoria Chamberlain. Elisa Shamoun Haj. Liv Charette. Cameron Alexander Clark Rhodes. Katrina Marie Clissold. Cameron Nicole Klost. Maria Conlon. Kathleen Corrigan. McKinley Colson. Lucas Cusino Carrot. Larissa Crawley. Larissa is the recipient of the President's Gold Medal for the Bachelor of Education degree program, the Dr. Helen Langford Scholarship, as well as the Stan Pascoe Mathematics Award. Natalie Cuddy. Justin Davis. Sydney Dawson. Annalise DeHaan. Alexandra Di Frederico. Callum Donnelly. Samantha Brianne Drinkwater. Terry Eastwood. Bree Michaela Alexandra Enright. Bree is the recipient of the Elementary Teachers Federation of Ontario Near North Local Award. Rebecca Lee Ernest. Natalie Evangelo. Christian Roy Fabiani. Kayla Ferreira. Jacob Conley Freemark. Cecily Forsman. Kylie Gallipo Wilson. Diana Gianblanco. Tea Brianna Gilmore. Taylor Gordon. Erin Elizabeth Gray. Kaylee Gray. Jordan Groom. Marina Olivia Guarizzi. Lily Abidi. Kirsten Phillips. Shannon Hadley. Jacob Ham. Jessica Donna Lynn Harnack. Davania Abigail Hardwick. Olivia Houle. Julia Humphreys. Megan Sarah Jackson. Claudia Cadwell. Rajini Kanishwaran. Emily Keenan. Mackenzie Sarah Kelly. Caitlin Keys. Allison Kingsbury. Maria Teresa Kirkham. Maywish Kirmani. Nicole Cortez. Alicia Kozak Borden. Joshua Kwan. Stephen Lawn. Stephanie Lalonde. Natalie Elizabeth Lamont. Emily Lever. Grace Lilly. Carolyn Lukey. Hope McSwain. Taylor McTavish. Sarah Mamed. Cassidy Mason. Sarah McCarthy. Hala Miller. Rylan Alana Miller. Alicia Lorena Morena. Kira Marie Mulhern. Rebecca Elizabeth Nantel. Sarah Jean Neal. Tracy Nguyen. Tracy is the recipient of a J.W. Tressler Award for the Primary Junior Division. Rosemary Nepard. Megan O'Neill. Claire Ulahan. Natalie Lynn Page. Maria Alexandra Papa. Jessica Bell Paquette. Erica Peterson. Adrian Pinto da Costa. Abigail Plo. Emma Polite. Avery Cannell. Deanna Riching. Jamie Rive. Sarah Jo Santee. Shelby Sawyer. Brooklyn Lexi Schwent. Thomas Michael Scott. Julian Segura. Sonia Singh. Samantha Rose Sinopoli. Samantha is the recipient of a J.W. Trussler Award for the Primary Junior Division, as well as the Anne Patricia Graham Memorial Award. Jessica Soul. Kathleen Souza. Jeffrey Douglas Kenneth Stowe. Joseph Sutton. Blake Taylor. Annika Lee Thomas. Emma Tingling. April Trussler. Riley Turbide. Dominic Valley King. Angela Visser. Eiley Waters. Audrey Weller Burgess. Avery Wilson. Brittany Ann Wong. Caitlin Woyce. David Zelowitz. Angelina Hayu Drew. Maya Zuliani. Chloe Zumak. Mr. Chancellor, following are the candidates for Bachelor of Education, Junior Intermediate. Aiden Allen. Alyssa Ball. Alyssa is the recipient of the Allen and Lois Schmidt Award. Alyssa Beach. Alyssa is the recipient of the Catherine L. Peters Indigenous Student Award. Nimrit Brar. Austin Brown. Olivia Bruni. Jessica Burns. Michaela Elizabeth Cabral. Carly Kant. Karini Coelho. Emily Coombs. Lucas DeMello. Lucas is the recipient of the Sandra Nestorenko Memorial Award. Michelle DeCapua. Vincenzo Alessandro G. Sepetiano. Tom. Sierra England. Amelia Ferracuti. Rafael Ferreira. Sawyer Fisher. Evan Garson. Jessica Gary. Lauren Gibson. Jillian Graham. Travis Hubble. Emma Kennedy. Kelsey Kierwak. Ryan Laxton. Brianna Lee. Matthew Macon. Nicole Grace Marino. Nicole is the recipient of a J.W. Trussler Award for the Junior Intermediate Division. Enrico Minichello. Madison Rose Merles. Katia Mitchell. Emma Montero. Louise Montpellier Brown. Brianna Nicole Mulligan. Andrea Murray. Jeremy Murray. Nathaniel John Joseph Parent. Megan Potvin. Janelle Erica Alice Rubin. Janelle is the recipient of the Alan Joyce and Joyce Johnson Scholarship. Caitlin Roberts. Cassidy Rugrock. Claudia Schlosser. Ayushi Sharma. Genevieve Kathleen Moorfield Shave. Sama Sobhani. Kayla Stumpf. Connor Taylor. Sydney Van de Polder. Coral Van Tol. Rachel Waldriff. Cassidy Lee Webb. Megan Winter. Chahao Yu. Lucas Dennis Zutadas.
So will the candidates for degrees please rise? Okay. Mr. Chancellor, I wish to certify that all the graduates who have been presented to you today, all the candidates, whether in person or by name only, as approved by Senate, have successfully completed the course of study prescribed by the Senate of this university and have been awarded the degree or diploma to which they are entitled. I hereby accordingly request that you formally conferred the award upon them.
In accordance with the laws of the province and by virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor, I hereby confer upon you these degrees and diplomas. This next part is my very favorite part of being your Chancellor. Honored guests, may I introduce to you the 2023 graduates of the Faculty of Education and Professional Studies. Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce M. Cook, Vice President, Finance and Administration with the Nipissing University Student Union, who will share a message of congratulations for our graduating class. M.
Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Dear graduates, distinguished faculty members, and honored guests, it is an honor to stand before you today representing the Student Union and celebrating the remarkable achievements of the Schulich School of Education's graduating class. I am personally filled with joy and pride as I address you all on this momentous occasion. As education graduates, you have chosen a noble profession. You have dedicated your time, energy, and passion to the betterment of people of all ages. You've taken on the responsibility of molding the leaders, innovators, and change makers of tomorrow. This is no small task, and it requires a level of commitment and selflessness that is truly admirable. Making it through the hurdles of academic life is not easy, and it's impossible to do it alone. As graduates, you should be proud of all that you have accomplished, but you should also recognize the support that you received along the way. From your family, friends, and supporters who encouraged you when you felt disheartened, to the faculty and staff who provided guidance and expertise, and to your peers who offered a listening ear and a helping hand. And finally, to the North Bay community that welcomed you with open arms. All of these individuals and groups played a role in helping you reach this milestone. Your success is a testament not only to your hard work and dedication, but to the power of community and the importance of having a support system. Remember to thank those who helped you along the way and to pay it forward by being a source of support and encouragement to others. We hope you will look back at this chapter fondly, whether it was taking countless photos of groundhogs, learning to play the recorder, or watching the beautiful sunsets. We hope the memories and friendships you have made still make you smile in years to come. As you embark on this next chapter of your lives, we leave you with these words from Ivan Welton Fitzwater. The future of the world is in my classroom today. Congratulations, graduates. You've accomplished a great milestone, and we are so proud of all that you have achieved. We wish you the best as you move forward in your careers, and we know that you will make us proud. Go Lakers.
Thanks, Em. At this time, I'm delighted to introduce Laurel Muldoon, Bachelor of Arts Honors, Class of 2015, and Master of Environmental Sciences, Class of 2019, who will share greetings on behalf of the Nipissing University Alumni Advisory Board.
Dear Lakers, my name is Laurel Muldoon and I am the president of the Nipissing Alumni Advisory Board. I'm a proud alumnus and I graduated with a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Geography in 2015 and a Master's of Science in 2019. The Nipissing University Alumni Advisory Board is a group of dedicated and enthusiastic alumni who give back to the university through our volunteerism and campus philanthropy. Your convocation recognizes the day that you've completed an important phase of your involvement with Nipissing University. For some, this is a culmination of several years of effort as an undergraduate. For others, this day marks a higher level of academic distinction. Throughout your time at Nipissing, you have continuously learned and grew with each new experience, laying the groundwork for the person you will become. In your next phase, beginning today as an alumnus of Nipissing University, we hope you'll find your experience equally rewarding. What does it mean to be a Nipissing alumnus, you might be wondering? It means you've become a part of a network of like-minded, inspiring, and career-focused individuals with valuable information about the path that lies ahead. It means you have connections not only here in North Bay, but in 54 countries around the world. It also means you're a part of a diverse and knowledgeable extended Nipissing family. Today, you join a family of over 42,000 Nipissing alumni from around the world who have crossed this very stage in celebration of their academic success. Your Alumni Association is so proud of you and everything you've achieved at your time here at Nipissing. Our role as members of the Alumni Board is to continue your connection to Nipissing University beyond your time as a student. The friendships, relationships, and connections you have made here will be with you throughout your life, and we are honored to provide opportunities for you to reconnect with your professors and peers through the years to come. Homecoming is right around the corner, and we'd like to invite you back to campus September 22nd to 24th for your first time as an alumnus. If you didn't have a chance to take part in homecoming as a student, this year is the very first time that it's free to all alumni, students, staff, and faculty. Keep an eye out for your exclusive invitation in our July email letter just for new graduates. We hope you stay in touch and stay involved with Nipissing University and follow Nipissing alumni on social media by reading our monthly e-newsletter to find out what's happening at NU and by engaging with us at exclusive alumni events in your area. Staying connected with you gives opportunities to enjoy some of the additional benefits and discounts that we provide as alumni. Be sure to check out the new alumni webpage at the Nipissing website to guide you through this transition. Congratulations, Lakers. Please join us after the ceremony in Gym A for a celebratory reception to meet some of your fellow alumni. Thank you.
Would Larissa Crawley please come to the stage? And Dr. Carol Richardson, please come forward. The President's Gold Medal is presented to the student who attains the highest academic average in all courses in their degree program. I'm pleased to announce that this year's recipient is Larissa Crowley, Bachelor of Education.
this time, I'm pleased to present the Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Teaching. I would invite Dr. John Vitale to join me on stage. The Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Teaching was established to recognize the importance of exceptional teaching of faculty who play a significant role in the education of our Nipissing University students. Dr. John Vitale is one of the recipients of this year's Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Teaching, FASBU. Dr. Vitale joined the Faculty of Education at Nipissing University in 2008, following a 12-year career as a high school music teacher. He was promoted to full professor in 2018. During his high school tenure, he also served as the department head of arts at Victoria Park Collegiate Institute in Toronto. Dr. Vitale holds a doctoral degree in curriculum studies from the University of Toronto and has over 40 publications to his credit, including books, book chapters, and journal articles. He has presented his work at over 40 conferences, including international venues in Italy, France, and Portugal, as well as numerous locations across Canada and the United States. Although Dr. Vitale teaches a variety of courses at the undergraduate and graduate level, music education has been the principal foundation of his teaching. Dr. Vitale takes particular interest in teaching primary, junior, and junior intermediate teachers how to become effective music educators despite a lack of musical training and experience. He has been published widely on this topic and has been a regular contributor to the Recorder, the Official Journal of Ontario Music Educators Association, the Canadian Music Educator, the Official Journal of the Canadian Music Educators Association. As a professional bass player, Dr. Vitale has over 1,100 national and international performances to his credit, including multiple performance credits with Juno Award winner and platinum-selling artist Robert Michaels, as well as two-time Juno Award winner Liberty Silver. Dr. Vitale also has numerous professional recording and compositional credits, including the score to multi-award-winning children's animated film Attic in the Blue. Dr. Vitale's students have praised his teaching efforts, stating that he is kind, passionate, knowledgeable, dedicated, and inspiring professor. He has consistently received feedback that he encouraged and motivated his students in a caring, safe, and engaging environment. He stimulated creativity and helped students to take risks and get out of their comfort zone. Dr. Vitale will be on sabbatical for the 2023-24 academic year, where he will be working on several online initiatives that will assist music educators in the classroom. He has plans to launch a new YouTube video that will provide a wide variety of ukulele play-along songs intended for use in classrooms across Canada and beyond. It is my distinct pleasure to award Dr. John Vitale the Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Teaching. We're coming close to the end. I promise. As your Chancellor, I'm pleased to provide a few closing remarks for today's convocation, and I do assure you I will keep my comments brief. I would like to begin by congratulating today's honorary doctorate recipient, Peter Hanley, and thanking him for his words of encouragement and inspiration. I would also like to congratulate today's Chancellor's Award winner, Dr. Vitale. I think we can all agree that the faculty here at Nipissing University are a committed team of professionals who have consistently gone above and beyond to support each of you during your time here at Nipissing. I would also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank Jeff Johnson and Bob Cook, our pipers, Gab Lavoie, the pianist, Sam DePatti, the soloist, and Christina Forsythe, the sign language interpreter. To you, our graduates, I congratulate each of you on the commitment and dedication that have earned you a degree from Nipissing University. And while I know you have made sacrifices, it is also important to recognize that your families, partners, and friends have also done the same on your behalf. I think it is an appropriate time for us to collectively thank these people at this time for all the love and support they have provided to you during your academic journey. I, too, invite and encourage you to stay in touch with Nipissing University. We are always excited and proud to hear about your milestones as you move forward with your lives. Come to an alumni event, keep in touch with a favorite professor, or use some of the alumni benefits to which you're entitled. Your professors and this institution have made investments in you just as you have invested in your education, and we hope to continue this relationship as you make your way in the world as a proud Laker. Civil rights leader Mahatma Gandhi once said, the future depends on what you do today. With this in mind, my charge to you is this. Although your university has no right to dictate to you the causes you will champion or the ideologies you will adopt, it does have the right to challenge each of you to go from this place today and to make a difference. And this is in fact my challenge to you. It is a real substantive challenge to do something more than sitting back and letting your life unfold while you watch the show. You need to look no further than today's honorary degree recipient for a role model for your own future behavior. You can affect and lead change. You can have an impact on the lives of others, and you can and should try to make a difference every day. Congratulations, Lakers. Good luck. Convocation is now dismissed.